Week number 4. We just got through it, man. 4 weeks of the NFL. Going through this recap is going to be amazing, Vel, because I can't tell you how right I was and how wrong I also was. I was pretty good on the teams that won. I think I had like a 6-2 record for week 4, but the points, like for some of these games, are just outrageous. And I'm sure anybody
Same
watching
for me, bro.
same thing. Yeah.
Same for me, bro.
It was rough. It was a rough one. I'm glad I didn't bet on this. I hope y'all ain't bet on it. And if you did, then I hope you still have some of your life savings left over. Welcome to JNL Football Talks. We are back. Week 4 recap. Let's dive right into it. Vel, I want you to go first. What's the game at the top that you have that you're like, damn, what a
I
game?
got, let me look at my notes. Hold on. I don't even want to go to this one. Hold on. All right, fuck, we can go to the Ravens one. All right, the Ravens and the Browns.
Spit it
Ravens
out.
versus the Browns. All right. My prediction was 28-7. So, the real score was 28-3. I'm not, it's kind of good.
Wow.
But,
It's pretty
bro,
close.
did you see anything? No, Lamar Jackson, bro. All right, hold on, bro. All right, Lamar Jackson got 15 for 19, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, right? That's just passing.
Yeah.
And he got, I think, 2 rushing touchdowns, bro. So he's the first quarterback in history to have 2 rushing touchdowns and 2 passing touchdowns. And then this nigga he's the first quarterback to throw for 6,000 yards, bro.
In his
Ever.
career.
He's
Oh.
the only quarterback in history to throw for 6,000 passing yards.
Oh, what? Oh, you mean as young as he is, or
He becomes the first quarterback to throw for 6,000 all-purpose passing yards, bro.
All-purpose passing yards. So,
Nobody's ever
you mean like running and throwing?
Throwing, bro. Just throwing.
Throw 6,000. Oh, is that right?
No, one season.
Oh, in one season.
Yeah.
I thought all time. Hold on. But when did he throw? Oh, hold on. He's already got 6,000 passing yards.
Wait, am I reading this right, bro? He throws 6,000 passing yards, bro. He's the first quarterback to throw 6,000 passing yards, bro. Look it up, dog.
In one season.
Google it. Yeah.
In this season. So maybe from last year week 4 to this year week 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he's throwing for 6,000.
I was gonna say, because I'm like, wait, what did Tom Brady throw for?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like when I read it first, I was like, wait, okay, we're in week 4.
Yeah, that's impossible. I mean, that's like impossible.
Oh, that's what I thought at first.
That's like almost 1,200 yards a game.
Yeah, but he's the first quarterback to throw.
It's beyond Madden numbers.
Yards.
Wow, I believe that. I mean, that's in a okay. All right, yeah, that's
when I saw that, I was like, okay. I mean, that's a stat. I'm gonna put it on there.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, I'm
gonna check it out more. Like when I kept reading it out loud, I was like, huh? I'm gonna put it out. I put it on there. I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, because I was like, it's week 4. I mean, to have that early, that would be like literally impossible. So yeah, that's interesting. I want to check that out a little bit more. And one thing I want to check out too was that Falcons and Jags game. I don't know if you got a chance to watch, but number one, I saw part of it in this Toy Story mode. I don't know if you knew that they had that on ESPN Plus.
What are you talking about, Toy Story mode?
It was literally Toy Story mode. So you had the regular game, and then you had the game being played in Andy's room. Like there was a field, like it was a toy field, and like the little animation characters running as they were running in the game. They even had like Toy Story Booger McFarlane. It was really.
Can I look
it
this
wasn't
up on
for
YouTube?
adults, but it was still pretty cool to watch. It was pretty accurate. The animations were pretty cool. Like watching Bijan Robinson juke somebody in Toy Story mode.
That's what I'm saying. In Toy Story mode.
Yeah, so NFL had a special because Disney and NFL, ESPN Plus, like that's their whole thing. Yeah. So like you should go and watch the highlights in Toy Story mode. But first, you got to roll up 4 blunts, smoke them all, and then watch it. It'll be. I'm sure it'll be the craziest thing you've ever seen. But so my predicted score for week 4 when we're doing predictions, it was 21-18.
Mm-hmm.
The actual score was 23-7. So I was way off
You was
But
way
I
off.
was right that the Jaguars are going to win. So what happened in the game really? Running game really showed up. Both for both teams. I mean, like I said, Bijan had a pretty nice game. ETN had a really nice game as well. It was a slugfest, but I'm still a little worried about Desmond Ritter. There's still some errant throws, took too many sacks, missed opportunities. So
Yeah.
I know that there's one quarterback who left the Commanders and went over there by the name of Taylor Heineke. I think at some point we're going to get to a point where it's going to be Taylor time in the ATL. So, Javi, if you're watching, you're welcome. That's all I got to say about that. What other game you got, man?
Hold on, wait. I know how you feel. Like, doesn't it suck? Doesn't it suck seeing like your quarterback on your team go to another team and also like do good?
Well, he
Or
hasn't been in yet, but look, we had him since he was our COVID quarterback, and nobody expected anything from him. He was like our fourth string guy. Everybody got hurt, and it was him against Tom Brady to get into the playoffs. He played his ass off. That's when I became a fan. It only took one game to really drag me in, and he had a great game. I still stand for Taylor Heineke. Love the dude. He's passionate about ball. But I know he got to Atlanta. He's getting paid, and now he might have an opportunity to get in the game. So that's awesome.
That's crazy. Oh, hold on. I want to add more to that Ravens and Browns game. Even though we were talking about the 6,000 passing yards. I don't know if you know, bro, but like when they played that game, bro, they had like I want to say like 6 inactive players, bro. Including Odell Beckham and including who was it? Rashad Batten, I think that's his name.
Oh, Rashad Bateman. So what do you, with Odell being hurt though, how much do you believe he will be able to contribute to the offense this year? I don't know how long he's going to be out, but how do you think he'll be able to contribute?
I don't know how long his injury is going to be or whatever, but like to be honest, bro, it's like the way they play is kind of like next man come in, because it's like even though they got all these notable injuries, they still like beat the shit out of the Browns, and the Browns are like they were like the first team defense, if I'm not mistaken, before this game, bro. Like and they still managed to come up with a win. Like I think that's pretty crazy. Like Edwards, their Ravens running back, ran for like 48 yards, but then they got the other running back, was it Justice Hill?
Yeah,
he also ran for 33 yards. So I could be tripping, but they're looking like the 2015 Panthers, bro, with D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart when they both.
Oh yeah, I remember those guys.
Yeah, bro, they're looking like that, bro. Like I it's too early, but like the way they were playing, it looked like the Panthers in another jersey, but in 2015, it was crazy.
That's interesting.
Right now,
the one thing to note too, I think Deshaun get injured in that game? Because I think Dorian, God, this is a kid from UCLA. Dorian something Thompson. I'm forgetting his name. Dorian.
Hold on.
I know his name. It's like right off the tip.
I think so. Yeah. No, like I said, they were missing 6 regular players and many others, bro. That's all I know, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they
Dorian
beat
Thompson.
the Browns.
Dorian Roberts. Dorian.
God, I don't even want to talk about the Browns stats. There's really no point. Like, looking at that game was kind of horrible, but at the same time, the Browns had a rookie quarterback. Even if the Browns had Deshaun Watson, I think it still would have been like a loss. Like,
the Ravens are hard to beat on any given Sunday. They're well coached. They Lamar is incredible, as he still is.
Lamar, like shout out to. I know Zach's happy as Crappy has him. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Zach is very happy. I'd be happy too if he was a Commander, but that's not.
They clinched first place at AFC North too, so that's also good.
This year, I think it might be still a little bit too. They're probably
too early. I'm just saying though. If you look at
they're in first place for sure. Yeah. What you got next? What other games did you happen to check out?
Hate this game. The Buccaneers and Saints.
You hate it because they are in your division.
Yeah, they're just in my division. I don't like looking at them. So my prediction was 21-28 Saints. I thought the Saints were going to win this. Derek Carr got injured. I want to say, when he get injured?
He got that like Baker Mayfield type injury, right? Like a shoulder injury.
He was throwing the ball. Was it when I forgot when he got injured. Hold on. Oh, it was last week. That's what it was. He got injured last week, so they had to put the other guy in for a couple snaps. But
Jameis Winston. I think he threw the ball and it was an interception immediately.
I think so.
He just said, "Fuck it, I have a receiver down
I love
there."
his personality though.
He's really Mr. Crab Legs is one of the funniest guys I've ever seen play football. He's so funny without even trying. I don't know if you remember, like a couple years ago, it was training camp, and they had those like dummies or whatever, and you had to run through it. And I mean, this dude was like,
he's supposed to run through him.
He's getting destroyed.
Yeah, bro. I remember he was.
Poor Jameis. He's hilarious. He's a great guy. But he's funny.
You know how they do the quarterback drill, so you won't stuck. He would look stupid doing it, bro. I can't do it because I'm sitting down, but he looked really stupid doing it.
I know.
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, he's a nice quarterback. He's got a rocket arm, but he's also a hilarious guy without trying. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but yeah, I predicted 21-28. The Saints are gonna win.
Yeah.
I was wrong. Bucks won 26-9. Baker Mayfield, he was. Oh, I keep burping because I had some Pepsi. Baker Mayfield, he was a better quarterback that game, bro. He was making a lot. He was making a lot better decisions. He was making way better decisions than Derek Carr. That dude, man. What I noticed about him and how they played, like I kind of wish he did this with the Panthers. But what I noticed that like every effort he was making to make a play, his O-line was blocking even better for him. Like they saw that he was trying, so therefore they tried. I don't know why the Panthers can't do that. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep saying that.
Yeah, I mean the thing about Baker is he's a gamer, man. Like he walked on in college, got a starting role, was the first round draft pick, took the hopeless Browns to the playoffs. Unfortunately, it just ended badly there. And then, I think Panthers, that was a rest stop, man, on the way out.
Probably because I don't know what it is, bro. Like I was looking at him play, I was like, if he played half of this with the Panthers, I would have been acceptable. Because he really played. He could throw for 3 touchdowns, bro.
He did, and look, I mean, every situation matters, bro. Man. So I'm sure he has the right people around him that'll support him. I mean, you've got great receivers to throw to. He's
Rashad Wright, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, Rashad White. Yeah, he's really nice. He's really good. So I think Baker has finally found another home, and I wish him all the best, man. I wish him all the best.
They clinched first NFC South.
They clinched they have first place in NFC South.
Yeah, for right now. I wish that could change.
It's week. It's like about to be week 5.
I know, bro, but I'm
still early. Like there's like
we just got through a quarter of the letting y'all know.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. The right team at the end of the day will get to number 1. Panthers got a really long way to go. I'm sorry, but it's not over.
I'm gonna talk about them later. How they're going.
Yeah, please do.
Well, I don't got any facts now, but like it's. Never mind, I ain't gonna talk about that.
We'll get to. I mean, so I just mentioned that Baker Mayfield had a pit stop before he got to the Buccaneers, and it was with the Rams. So last week we went over the Rams and Colts game from week 4. My predicted score was 24-14 Rams. It was actually 29-23 Rams. So I was somewhat a little close.
You were close, bro.
I just didn't give enough credit to the Colts because number one, I did say I didn't know if AR-15 was going to be playing Anthony Richardson. He did play. So, of course, that helped out. And shout out to him, man. Like, there were a lot of people who shitted on him coming out of the draft saying, not that he was going to be a bust, but he was a complete project. But he is a freak athlete. I mean, if you have a guy that's like 6'4", 235,
I gotta look at more of him.
4'4", like that's just different.
Then what save stats again?
He's like, I think he's 6'4". Don't quote me on this. He's like 6'4", like 235, runs a 4.4. He's just built like
you described the outside linebacker. That's crazy.
That's what he is. It's an outside linebacker, quarterback. that's a scary combination. So
That is.
with this game, besides shouting out Anthony Richardson and Matthew Stafford for still playing the way he is in his late 30s,
Damn.
you got to shout out another guy who I think he's turning into my favorite receiver. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there watching, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, is Puka Nacua. He is Puka Nacua. You can say it fast 5 times.
Bro.
He's incredible, dude. Like he
him.
is that sort of like that Wes Welker type guy, but he's just very fun to watch. He's excitable.
He's the person that you when it comes to a quarterback, he's the person you look for in a certain
tight end. He's like he's like a Jason Witten, but just more athletic, right? He's the dude that you're like, I'm throwing it to this guy every play. Whether somebody's on his back, he is going to literally give up his life to catch that ball.
Swear to God, I did not know anything about him until this year. I was like, who is this?
Did not know either. And the reason why you know about him is because Cooper Kupp is still injured. I think he comes back next week, but that's why. Look, 9 receptions, 163 yards, and a touchdown for this kid. And that's not out of the norm. The dude has just been absolutely balling. Like he may get Rookie of the Year, which is, that's just unfathomable because nobody has ever heard of this kid. And his story is, his father, I don't know if you know this or anybody watching, but his father passed away in like 2012, and he never really got to see his son, be as great as he is now in football. So before every game, he's out there when they're doing the national anthem and all that stuff. He's saying a prayer, to his father, and it gets a little emotional. So you can see how this guy plays with his heart on his sleeve and his, the whole Samoan culture, how tight knit they are and how strong willed they are. So shout out to him. I think he had a brother that played for might have been either the Jets or the Bucks. I think he plays in the XFL now. So it's an athletic family. Shout out to him though. He played a great game.
Yeah, there was something that I saw. I want to say it was Facebook, but he, oh my God, I don't want to. I don't know if it's yards or something, but he passed Robert Coop, and he passed. Yeah, he passed Robert Coop.
Cooper Kupp.
I keep saying his name wrong. Bro, because I'm thinking about what I saw today.
Robert Kupp. Robert
Him.
Coop. I don't know who that is.
And Calvin Johnson. He surpassed both of them. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't know if it's. I want to say if it's yards or it's something that they surpassed him. And I'm gonna look it up though. I should have looked it up. I should have took a picture of it and showed you because I forgot you were going over the Rams.
Yeah. So what you got? What's your next game?
Oh God, this one was crazy, bro. The Bengals versus the Titans. What's the biggest?
So I do know who won and what was the score, but what was your predicted score? So I can
hold on, that's what I'm looking at.
What did you predict?
I said the score was 35-17 the Bengals.
Oh my God. You just got to take away that 5 from that Bengals score, and I think you're pretty accurate there.
Bro, so like, oh my God, let me talk about this game, bro. Like when, bro, it was like the nigga Derrick Henry was looking at his last tape and he was like, nah, I'm going to do something else. This nigga ran for 122 yards. He threw a touchdown.
Hold on, wait.
Listen, bro.
Hold on, wait.
It's getting crazy. It's going to get crazy, bro. Listen.
Go ahead.
Listen, bro. This nigga threw for a touchdown.
He
threw to the tight end. And then he scored a touchdown.
Amazing.
This nigga ran for 122 yards, bro.
He had more touchdowns than Joe Burrow did that game. That's amazing.
And the crazy thing about Joe Burrow was like they were doing good, bro. They were doing good, and like I'm not gonna lie, they were doing good. The defense did great, but every single time the Bengals, every single time the Titans got the ball, he was just tired of shot at the defense, bro. I was not expecting them to. And see, the thing is though, what's crazy is if the Titans just stuck to pass, they probably would have like lost because the Bengals are really great on pass defense, in my opinion. They're not bad, but as soon as they gave the ball to Ryan Tannehill, all that shit went down the window.
That's
bro,
wild. Do
bro,
you
the Bengals.
think it's because Joe Burrow is still kind of nursing that calf strain that he got back? I think it was in the preseason or
Yeah,
something.
part of me thinks that because like I'm not gonna lie, like even though he was playing, he didn't seem like himself. Like
Yeah,
he was doing it like I want you to look at the highlights. Dude was playing really stupid, bro. He was playing really stupid. I've never seen anything
do you
like that
think
from
at
him.
some point they shut him down? Like if they see that he's not improving, like on the field, because here's the thing, right? We saw what happened to Baker, right? We've seen other players. Look at Cam Newton, right? Dude was
Yeah,
walking glass in Carolina the
yeah,
last few years because he was just so banged up. Do you think that even though he may be able to go, sometimes
yeah.
it takes a coaching staff or an organization to say, hey, we're looking out for you long term. You just signed a big contract. We don't want to ruin your calf or your leg forever. Chances are, I guess, at the end of the season, you might have to get it looked at deeper. Maybe you have a surgery or something. But I think you don't want to ruin. I don't think you're going to ruin Joe Burrow's confidence, but you don't want to screw with this leg. You don't want him to tear an Achilles tendon.
See what I think? What I think it is? I think yes, the right thing is to rest that dude. Didn't he just get like a new contract or
He
something? If
did.
I'm
He
not
got
mistaken,
signed, and it was
he got
the
at first it was Jalen
highest
Hurts
paid
get the
quarterback.
highest paid
Yeah.
one, but now it's him, right?
Now it's him. He
So
got it right before the start of the season, and
yeah, so
then
part of me thinks that like yeah, it should be a coach's decision. But see what I think happened is I think the coaches wanted him to play. I think they forced him to play, bro.
and
In a way.
I think part of it too is like, we're athletes too, right? If we feel like we can go, even if we're a little bit damaged, we're still gonna go out there. We're still gonna make
Yeah, but I
tackles
think
and
you
play
think
it.
it might be a little different when there's money in millions, where there's millions involved.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was looking at I was looking at like a Cam Newton podcast.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga said every Sunday he got paid $300,000.
I just need I just need that for one Sunday, and I'm set for life. Like
Just need to work for 2 weeks, bro. And then I could just like if I just work 2 weeks to six hundred
that's
thousand
it.
dollars,
Bro, that's
bro.
it. That is it.
That's all
Look,
I need,
I
bro.
don't, you don't even look. I'm
He
out there.
told he said that like he would, some days feel like not going to go to games and all that stuff. Then he said, yeah, when I would check my phone and that would hit and it would say $200,000, I was like, dang.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can play. Put me in, coach. That's different,
oh yeah,
man.
hold on. There's more to this game though. Hold on.
Okay.
Besides Derrick Henry, he's like a new age Adrian Peterson. This nigga passed. This nigga passed the all time Hall of Fame running back franchise career rushing list. He's list second.
He's second all
Derrick
time.
Henry, bro.
Really?
He passed Earl Campbell.
Wow.
Like,
That's huge.
bruh.
That's huge. And he's huge too. He's a tough guy to tackle.
And,
I would not want to, like, if it's I formation and it's a lead or something, I don't want to be the first linebacker that has to hit him.
and it's so weird seeing him run because like he just reminds me of Adrian Peterson so much, bro. Like I don't know why he puts me in the mind of Adrian Peterson, and but he's like tall as shit.
He
Like
is.
I
He's
didn't
like
realize he was that
6'3".
big.
He's huge, dude. He's 6'3", like 240. Like
Shit, I didn't know he was 6'3".
so that's like he's like an inch shorter than Eric. Imagine somebody an inch shorter than Eric, but then
That's what I'm saying.
240 something pounds. That's
Running
why.
the ball.
That's why. Well, I tell you, I'm going straight ankles, straight knees, ankles. That's it every game.
No, you gotta hit the waist, bro. That's how you
Oof,
know for sure. He's
knock
going
me
down.
out. It's gonna
Hit the
knock me
waist.
out,
If you
man.
miss, though, you will be on his
Yeah.
highlight tape.
You know who
100%
should have
you're
hit the
going to be
waist
on it.
more? You
I
know
wonder
who
have I
should.
ever been on anybody's highlight tape. I probably have.
Maybe everybody
I think
has.
Einstein.
Happens.
I was on Einstein's highlight tape.
Good times. Good times. You know what highlight tape I actually do want to see again? That Dolphins and Bills game. So last week, guys, I predicted this being the highest scoring game of the week. I think I was pretty close. There's some others that are pretty close too.
For real?
But I did not pick the Dolphins to win. I had the Bills winning 42-37. However, the actual score was 48-20.
You were
Bills.
kind of close.
Somewhat, but I had the winner completely wrong.
Never mind.
I mean, what can I say about this game? Look, Josh Allen is that dude. It's just that simple.
Mm-hmm.
He killed us in week 3. Week 4, he killed the Dolphins, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you're seeing right now is like this is tier 1 play style, right? Tier 1 quarterbacking, tier 1 receivers, tier 1 team. That's playoffs. That's man, we're going to the Super Bowl unless something crazy happens. And then Dolphins, they're in tier 2, but they're not there yet, right? They just don't have that type of experience as a winning football team. It's not to say that they're not great. They don't have weapons. Of course they do. You got Tyreek, you got Waddle.
Now, this is the same team that won 70-20, right?
That's the same one.
Okay.
And this week they only scored 20. So it's the irony is there for sure. But I think, I think going forward, they're going to be fine. Tua's playing out of his mind. Tyreek is Tyreek. Fastest guy I've ever seen play football. But it's, I think they came back to earth a little. They said, all right, we need to stop.
Yeah, I think they got humbled. I'm not going to lie. When I saw that they won last week 70-20, well, I forgot that you said some crazy stats. You said somebody threw for 360 yards, and somebody ran for 360 yards, and I was like, wow.
It was over 700 yards of offense.
so that's so impossible. Okay, so with that being said, right, and seeing Josh Allen, pretty much slice and dice him and beat the shit out of him and shit, do you think that? Because I'd be looking at some of the comments and stuff. I'd be looking online and stuff. You think do you think Josh Allen is the most complete quarterback right now?
Right now, no. I still think that's Mahomes.
Hey, bro, never mind. Yeah, you go back.
I think that's Mahomes,
Okay,
and I say that because he's a Super Bowl champion.
Next, even though they won. Yeah. But no, keep going. What you were saying. Go ahead.
He's a Super Bowl champion 2 times over. He can run. He's very accurate. He can throw the ball. Not to say that Josh Allen can't, but Josh Allen seems to have. I'm not knocking him, but it just seems like the team shrinks when it comes to the playoffs. I mean, we saw what happened this past year with the Bengals.
Oh yeah.
I saw what happened a couple of years ago as well. It's just
missing one thing.
It's right there, right? It's the. I hate to say this too because I love Kirk Cousins, but it's that Kirk Cousins effect. It's like, God dang it, when you're right there knocking on the door.
Kirk Cousins gets on my nerves because if you look at his stats, probably this year too, even though it's only 4 weeks or whatever. But if you look at his stats, his yards and his completions and his touchdowns look amazing.
It's incredible.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody. Because it doesn't. At the end of the day, it does not mean. And that's the one thing I noticed while he was a Redskin was just like, God, almost 5,000 passing yards, an incredible amount of touchdowns.
That's crazy, bro.
We had 2 receivers that had over 1,000 passing or over 1,000 receiving yards, Pierre Garçon and Deshaun Jackson that year, and we were still average.
Yeah,
so it was
that's crazy.
That was God, what was it, like 2014, 2015, something like that. But it was a great time, but we couldn't win, right? And I look, Vikings defense is really, really bad right now. But it just seems like
it does matter, but
it does. But I'm wondering, and this could be a topic for another time, but like when these quarterbacks get these max contracts, they have to understand that everybody else around them isn't going to be as good because you can't afford them, right? Look what's happening with the Bengals now. Not to say that they got rid of people, but they will have to, right? T. Higgins might be gone. Jamar Chase might. Who knows what's going to happen? But it's, you just gotta think about that. Take a team-friendly deal like a 2-time quarterback and Patrick Mahomes did. So, yeah, man. But back to the Bills and Dolphins, I think both teams are going to be fine. I think they're both going to end off the season with great records. I think the Bills will get a little bit further than the Dolphins again this year, but Dolphins are right there. I love what that coach is doing, McDaniels. He's killing it out there. He's a young guy, but he is just energetic as can be. He's funny. He's got a great personality, and most of all, those players love playing for him. So,
with the Dolphins,
once you win the locker room,
he looks like the head coach looks like he looks like his head coach is the dad, and then the dad was like, "Hey son, hold this." Like, he looks like that. Yeah. See, he told you. See, that's why you laugh, because he looks like that.
His dad is on an extended vacation, and
he's like, "Hey son, hold this." He's okay, I guess. And he just puts on the headphones. Yeah, because if you look at him, he doesn't look like actual coach. He looks like a Chipotle worker or something.
Yeah, he just looks like a dude, but that's all good. What you got next, man?
Dude. I got hold on, let me turn off my alarm. Hold on, my bad. Let me turn off my alarm. Hold on, I'm sorry, man. I just fucking shit. Hold on. Shit, man. Shit. All right. Anyway, I got
cool.
Guys, you were talking about Patrick Mahomes. We might as well just talk about that. No, fuck that. Okay, no, the next game I got is the Raiders versus Chargers. My prediction was 28-31 Chargers. I thought they were, that's what I thought they were going to win by 3, but they won by a touchdown, which is good. What's his name? Aiden O'Connell. Don't know who that is until I saw the game. I was trying to say something like, he's a. Yeah. Anyway, he got 238 yards and an interception. That's crazy how he had more yards than Justin Herbert, but and he lost, but their defense was amazing.
Yep.
Chargers defense was.
I would say Justin Herbert did get hurt. He did get injured. That's probably why he has a little bit more yards than him. And the only reason I know that is because I had a parlay going. It was 25 legs. I bet $25. I was supposed to win almost 2,000, and all I needed was Justin Herbert to go over 200 yards. He didn't, so I lost it. That's why I won.
Well, okay, yeah. Oh, damn. Well, pretty much I want to say the Chargers defense won this game pretty much. The offensive defense, they were pretty much depending on one another, in the game. But for the most part, it was mental mistakes on the quarterbacks. 2 idiots threw interceptions for both, but Chargers defense capitalized off that. Khalil Mack got 6 sacks. Wow. And then Chargers scored on 4 of his 5 first drives. So they had a 24-7 lead within the half, which is pretty crazy to do, So if you lose that, game and you have that big of a margin, that's crazy. But yeah, they came back, but they lost.
That's right.
Josh Jacobs, he had 58 yards carrying, then he had 81 yards receiving. So he played receiver and running back that game. Still lost. Justin Herbert got 167 yards, a touchdown, interception. Joshua Kelly got 65 yards, 17 carries. And, even though they didn't do, if you look at the paper and if you didn't look at the score, you would think the Raiders won. If you just look at the score, if you just look at the stats, yeah, they lost but Khalil Mack, that guy, how long do you think, if I was the Chargers, I would never trade him ever.
And the thing is, too, people were saying he fell off because he's 33 or whatever. So we shut everybody up. Now
I would never.
He went from having 0 sacks to being. I think now he's second in the league in leading sacks right now.
Wait, so this year he didn't have any sacks yet?
He didn't have any. He got them all.
This year he didn't. Okay, it's only week 4, so just because somebody in the first 3 games doesn't have, come on, bro, he didn't fall off. He doesn't have an off,
But he doesn't. I think there's somebody else in front of him. Maybe it's Joey, but there's somebody else in front of him that got hurt, which is why he was getting more time to play. So obviously, I think he won his starting role back, or he's at least going to get.
I was about to say, so he was. I didn't know he was second string. I never knew that. Starting.
Yeah, he's not like, and you know, with defensive linemen, they rotate all the time. So
yeah.
I don't really want to say
Wait, you were a
he's
line.
like 1A or 1B rather.
Oh,
If
okay,
you,
okay. I was about to say
yeah, so
linebackers. They rotate like every
yeah,
two.
they rotate
Days.
all the time. So he was just in
Okay.
a rotation, but I think the person in front of him is hurt. So yeah, he's just out there. He was out there a lot more. He had a lot more snaps this game, and it showed because 6
Oh, okay.
sacks in the game by one person.
Big Zach is crazy, bro. I was like,
That's just stupid. It's
like,
ridiculous.
and it makes me because I was looking at the line, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He just ran past him. He would either run past him or do like that.
Yeah, the shoulder dip. I mean, and it works. Like those ends are they're so flexible. They have such incredible
Never
lean.
understood it, bro.
It's wild. It's wild. I mean,
never
you
understood
can sniff the ground without touching it. It's weird. Those guys are crazy. Yeah, I mean, look, there was another guy playing for another team known as the Commanders, who went against the Eagles this year. Not even this year, this week, this past week, and. It's funny because I want to. The reason why I said Khalil Mack was close to touching the ground is the same reason why I don't think we got a first down when it counted. Because Terry McLaurin, he caught an incredible pass. However, his one cleat was on the defender's arm, and then it kind of went out of bounds with it. But the guy's arm was in bounds while his cleat landed on his arm. Yeah. But they called it out of bounds because the first time the cleat hit the grass was out of bounds. So that drove me wild. However, this game was a lot closer than anybody thought, including myself. I thought the Eagles were going to blow us out. Even though I was saying that I thought it was going to be close because we always play the Eagles close, I still thought after the Bills that it was just downhill from there. But let me tell you, Sam surprised me. My predicted score was 24-10. The final score was 34-31, and it ended in overtime. It was a thriller, man. I was watching it.
Who won?
Highly stressed. The Eagles won.
Damn.
The Eagles won. I was highly stressed, man. I was sitting there, I was watching it go into overtime. Sam Howell drove the ball down the field. I have nothing bad to say about the kid. He looked impressive. He bounced back from the Bills game. He was throwing darts. They were going step in step with the Eagles, but I would say that there's one player in particular that I hope learns from this and he doesn't take the comments that I'm sure he's getting blasted with on social media badly, and that's my man Manny Forbes. Manny Forbes, he's a rookie this year. Really lengthy, but he's really, really skinny, and he was going up against AJ freaking Brown, 6'3", 224 guy out of Ole Miss. Right, DK's best friend type thing. So
I was like, "That's you just described."
They look really similar. They're both jacked, and so he was just having a tough time with them. It was just, and anybody does, right? Like it's not
anybody in the league has a rough time.
Everybody has a tough time with those kind of guys. So I hope that he's not. I think he deactivated his Twitter or something because I'm sure he was. Man. I hope it's just like he was just not, he didn't want to get distracted. He didn't want to be in a dark place. So maybe that's what it was. I don't think he's soft. I don't think he's, afraid of confrontation, but he probably just didn't want to say something that would ruin his, his brand. Right. And I get that. Hopefully his Instagram, I think, is still open for him. It's he has it active, but I think Twitter people were just, how people are on social. They're insane. So
hopefully he doesn't take that to heart. Like, hopefully he realizes it's just a game.
Yeah.
If people say mean shit to you during this, it's just because of the game. They don't really care about you.
And look, all the people who are saying that are sitting on their couch, probably eating donuts and drinking beer and sitting in their parents' basement. So, like, when you look at it like that, you're like, bro, I'm living the dream that everybody else wishes they had. So I'm gonna do me. Had a bad day at the office. We all do, right? We all send out an email that you didn't want to send out, or you crashed a forklift into something. You know what I'm saying? It happens. So he'll bounce back. I think he'll have a good game next week, man.
That's what's up.
What other game?
I don't want to talk about my shitty team first, but I want to talk about the Chiefs and the Jets first because they really the Chiefs really pissed me off the way they played.
Really? How so?
Because so in the first half, right? I even got the damn score in the first half, bro. Like when it was 0-0, then the third quarter started. The score was 17-2, bro. So they were playing. But listen. They were playing. The Chiefs were playing, pretty dominant, right? And then I don't know what it was like some Madden shit. Like for some reason, as soon as the third quarter started, if I'm not mistaken, Patrick Mahomes. Okay, overall, the second half, Patrick Mahomes threw like one or two picks, but they were kind of like pretty important picks on the Jets side because they capitalized from this shit. Like I don't know, man. Patrick Mahomes was playing stupid the second half of but they still won. They were just playing dumb as hell because like when you think about it, they capitalized from their mistakes. They're up 20 points now. Like they did a safety, 3 points, and then they got 2 touchdowns, and then they went for 2 on one of them, I think, something like that. But it's like you can't do shit like as for the Chiefs, you can't do shit like that, bro. Like I predicted that they were gonna beat the shit out of the Jets 35-7, bro. Like because it's Patrick Mahomes, the Jets don't got Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
The whole time, Zach Wilson played pretty good, bro. This nigga threw for 245 yards, bro.
Look, he was throwing darts at the beginning of that second half, like back shoulder kick.
Bro.
Oh my god,
second half, bro.
He looked like Aaron Rodgers.
He was playing like So Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, he was
playing just like Aaron Rodgers.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like I was looking at the game, I was like, why did he throw that pick? Like the way Patrick Mahomes was playing, he was playing good, but like he was playing like out of control. Nigga wasn't setting his feet right. I saw this one throw he was throwing. He literally like like how you shoot a basketball, you did like this. He literally threw the football like this, he threw the football like that. I was like, huh?
So
and he jumped.
Do you think that because Eric Bieniemy is no longer there, that it is affecting their offense? And in the comment section too, if you hear this question, like answer it in the comments. Do you think because EB is no longer with the Chiefs, that it is affecting Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense?
I think so in a way because he has so now that he's gone, he has to look for Travis Kelce all the time, and he's not always going to be open all the time. He's a tight end. He ain't going to be open all the time. But like, yeah, I think it's affecting him. It's affecting him, bro. Like, they're good as hell though. Like it's like I'm talking shit, but I'm not trying to talk shit because they're a good ass team. They just make mental mistakes. Like for this whole week, for the games that I've been looking at, bro, it's been mental mistakes. It's been quarterback mental mistakes, and then it's been a lot of injuries. Or that's it. That's pretty much it. Either a lot of injuries that they overcome or they don't, or it's a lot of mental mistakes that everybody's been going on. And I am really surprised at the Chiefs. I expected them to beat the shit out of the damn Jets, bro.
I did too.
Like
I had that as a parlay.
Patrick Mahomes threw for 203 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. If you see those 2 interceptions, it's the stupidest shit ever, bro. Like he didn't have to do that, bro. Like there was one play, niggas did a prevent, I think, bro. Nigga had no rush, still threw a pick. I was like, this nigga, okay, you just don't care, bro. But I like what's his name? I like the running back, Isaiah Pacheco.
Pacheco.
That guy is not
Isaiah
bad
Pacheco.
at all.
He is a skinnier Marshawn Lynch.
Like there it is.
He looks for contact. Bro. He is an absolute dog.
I like him, bro.
Now, I don't know how long his career is going to be, but it doesn't matter, man. The impact that he's having.
Yeah, I like what he's doing right now.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I would love to block for that guy any day. I'd actually like to try to tackle him because I know how difficult it would be.
He ran for 115 yards.
He's an absolute dog. He is a workhorse. Dare I say he is a Bronco. And speaking of the Broncos,
I like how you said that. Like how you did that boy.
I am a Segway God. So speaking of the Broncos, right? They went up against the Bears this week, and if you remember, I thought that the Broncos were going to win first of all because I just didn't see the Bears doing anything. They're hapless. They're falling apart. The coach doesn't really have the locker room anymore. However,
Big
it
game up,
was,
boy.
it was a lot closer than it should have been. Number one, number two, the Bears should have won. The Bears were ahead by like God, it was like 23. It was so lopsided, and then the Broncos just came back. The Broncos came back and dominated the rest of the game. And on the very last possible moment, besides the fact that Justin Fields was playing out of his mind, 28 of 35 passing for over 330 yards with 4 touchdowns. It
Hold the
was that
fuck up.
one pick, Vel. That one pick that decided the game. This is why every play in the NFL counts. That
My
one
God, bro.
play, it ruined everything.
All those yards.
28 of 35.
That's
He had only six
a
incompletions. He
perfect
had
game.
7 incompletions.
That's
That's
a
it.
perfect game, bro.
335 passing yards and 4 tutties. And I was
Bro,
watching
that's
it.
some, like,
There was an amazing touchdown he got, bro. It was Patrick Mahomes. I'm like, yo, he's arrived. He has arrived. And he throws a pick.
damn, bro. And I fuck with Justin Fields too, man. I like his style of play. Damn, bro. All that, like, okay, so if you just covered the name, if you just said all those stats, I'd be like, damn, that's crazy, man. Drew Brees had a crazy game. Like, 'cause that sounds like some Drew Brees
Peyton
yards.
Manning went off.
Damn, that's crazy, man. Peyton Manning's crazy. Like, damn, he played like, damn, you're right.
I know.
It's all about one play, bro. Like, that one play,
takes, bro.
like, you can literally have like a fucking 500-yard game, bro.
And then that one, 7 touchdowns.
What fucking pick, bro? That is
football is so
I
unforgiving.
didn't even think about that shit.
So unforgiving, man.
That is true, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like, and did BJ Moore, whatever, did he play that game?
He did. Yeah, he was in. Had a good game.
Ain't gonna lie, bro. Seeing him play, I want him back. I'm not gonna lie. I do want him back. Like, because Bryce Young does need a whipping. We don't need Adam, whatever his name is.
Adam Thielen?
Yeah, Adam Thighman. Yeah, him. We don't need him. I'm just saying, like, he's good.
Thighman.
He's good and everything, but speaking of shitty fucking Panthers, no, he's not. I was trying to transition to the Panthers. I was trying to do it in a weird. Anyways,
yeah.
So the Panthers. Okay, so even though we fucking lost,
oh, Jesus,
like we lost, but like throughout each shitty game we played, Bryce Young has gotten better. So in a way, I was right. I was right, but like, God, looking at the, I ain't gonna lie.
Who y'all play? Who y'all play?
Kirk Cousins. I didn't want to say Vikings, but
Coach means,
bro. If I get hurt, let me tell you, we are so stupid, bro. We are so stupid, bro. Within let me. I'm trying to think of what we did that kind of pissed me off. Oh yeah, so the first quarter, right? We got an interception, right? Kirk Cousins interception. It was like what was it? I want to say it was I think 90, 80-yard pick. It was the longest interception in franchise history. We made history. Hell yeah, man. And then 3 plays later, Franklin got flagged for PI for pass interference.
Of course you did.
And that set the Vikings up 1st and goal. So we just...
Of course that happened.
God, bro. And we dealing with a lot of injuries, too. Well, not a lot, but... like Dante Jackson, that's our cornerback. He got injured, if I'm not mistaken. And then, oh God, I hate talking about this shit. Like I like talking about every single team.
Sure, it burns you up inside.
I'm just like, damn, bro. Like just looking at these stats is crazy, bro. But then in the oh my God, in the first half, bro, we were doing good. It was 13-14. I ain't gonna lie, we were doing good. But the momentum changed in the third quarter when DJ Wonham scooped up the fumble. For a touchdown, bro, and he scored, bro. So this just kind of fucked it all up. And I like Bryce Young though, even though we lost badly. I still like him. I still do like him. Like he
what do you like about him?
Man, I just like that he's slowly he's slowly getting better. So it's not like I'm trying to think of something good. He's slowly getting better. So it's not like he's declining. Like if you look at I should have wrote the damn yards down. But this is his highest yard game. Last game I want to say he was injured, of course, but the one before that he had like 100+ yards, I think. So like he's getting better, but like he needs to get better. You get what I'm saying?
He
More
needs to get up
better.
CJ Stroud's level.
Like yeah, he needs to get on Stroud's level. That's so sad, bro. Adam Thigh, he got 7 receptions for 76 yards, bro. Yeah, I'm making up his name now. I have his name right here. I just don't.
Thigh
Thigh guy.
Right.
And Kirk Cousins. I'm gonna talk about Kirk Cousins, man. Fuck the Panthers. All right, Kirk Cousins, he got 139 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Struggled a little bit there.
2 interceptions kind of fucked him
Show.
up.
Yeah.
2 interceptions fucked them up, especially because of the Panthers like horrible defense. I would say we're pretty horrible. I'm just being very like pissed because we haven't won the game yet. That's why I'm acting like this. And our next game is the Lions. So it's like we're not gonna get.
Well, you better go for another first round pick next year.
Oh man, okay. So if we had a first round pick, speaking of that, even though it was only 4 games in, what do you think we need to do? Even though it's my team, what do you think?
You probably need to get a running back. I mean, but I would say
we got okay running backs. I think it starts with a line, but
it's true. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I would say I don't know. I have not watched the Panthers game all year.
I'm a Panthers fan. I have not watched a Panthers game all year.
But you're right. It all starts up front, and from what I hear, like from all of the sports,
we got injuries
all
left and
saying
right.
that he's getting murdered.
We got injuries left and right.
Yeah.
Line.
I hear Bryce Young is just getting murked almost every play.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Okay, so it was so sad looking at this shit, man. I forgot to say this. I forgot to write this down in my damn notes. But it looked like nobody cared or nobody like really blocked for this dude because there's this one play. I don't know the exact play, but he got sacked, right? Of course. And it's just a little thing, just little, but I just ain't like the fact that after he got sacked, none of the linemen helped him up or nothing. I don't know. I was just like, damn, bro, like quarterback. Like I hate to talk about the stupid ass Buccaneers, but if it was Baker Mayfield, if it was him, if he whatchamacallit, I meant to say Mayfield. If it was Baker Mayfield, if it was the other way around, his lineman would kind of fight for him. We need we just need a lot. We need to do a lot, bro. But the Vikings defense, like, wait, did you say the Vikings defense isn't bad? Isn't good?
They're not that good, no.
And you know what's so sad? You know what's so sad about that? The Vikings defense fucking went off. Like Harrison sacked Bryce twice. In the last Harrison, I think his name's Harrison Smith. Is it Harrison Smith?
Yeah, he's been playing since Adrian Peterson was born.
Bro, listen, bro. That's what I'm saying. I was like, his name sounds familiar. I was like, dang, he's like 37 years old.
He's in his 50s by now, right? I think.
Yeah, I was saying 30. He's probably
he's going to kick into.
But he sacked Bryce Young twice in the last 3 plays. So I think that just shows that like our offensive line is garbage. I really think that I ain't gonna lie, I think we just spend most of our money on linemen, and that'll help Bryce Young to develop. Like they probably need to do some shit like when they do that what they do week 8, the trade deadline crap or whatever.
Why are their thumbs going? See, what the hell?
How come only when I do it? Look at this.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. Well, what was your question? Sorry, I got distracted.
All right, that's weird. All right, so what
was your question?
I forgot what the question was. That's just too weird to fuck off. What the fuck? All right, so What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Harrison went off, and it's a shitty defense. So I think we need to spend our money on linemen. Oh yeah, when trade. That's what I was saying. The trade deadline is at week eight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just need to
Are you gonna unload all your assets and try to get some draft capital or something?
Would I do that? I don't know.
Look, I mean, if you're 0-8 at that time, you better do that.
Yeah,
You have
okay.
no
So
chance. Like I would.
I just want to put it out there. Okay, so
Yeah.
when week 8 comes, I expect us to be 3-5. That's horrible still, but I expect us to still win like some games by then.
I gotta look at your schedule and see where those wins are gonna come from.
Yeah, because our next game is the Lions. I was like, "Fuck, we're not getting no cakewalks right now."
That means essentially, if you lose to the Lions, you got to win the next 3 straight.
If we lose to the Lions, we have to win the next ones.
I don't think that's happening, man. Because you still got divisional games in there. I'm sure.
Look at we're technically we are third. Yeah, we're third, I think, right now, technically.
There's somebody worse than you guys?
Ooh, why you say it like that?
I didn't feel like that, but you're winless. You haven't gotten a win yet. Who has does somebody have a negative win?
Never mind. Yeah, we're the last. I had to think about it for a second. I always put the Panthers in third place no matter what goes on in life. So that's why I automatically just said third place. I had to think about it like, oh shit, I'm 0-4.
In your head. You want to know who else is in your head? There was a guy that used to play there by the name of Christian McCaffrey. And I think he is
do that.
He is running in your dreams right now. He is look, he's shedding tackles, he's catching out the backfield, he's running for touchdowns, he's catching touchdowns. He
surpassed Jerry Bryce.
He did for the most consecutive touchdowns in a season. He has not scored. I mean, this past week too, he scored about 3, which is, why not, right? I mean, so the final score that I predicted going into this game was like 30-17. The actual score to the end of this game was 35-16, so I was pretty close. This is the closest one I had in terms of scoring. San Francisco, what more do I need to say? They're great. They're phenomenal. They're probably going to go to the Super Bowl if they stay healthy. Christian McCaffrey is he's the best running back in the league by far right now.
I'm not going to lie.
He is that guy.
I'm this close.
Right.
Put this to the camera.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. No, not that close. I'm this close to getting a Christian McCaffrey jersey, probably, because that dude
Wow. Hey, guys, like, subscribe, and follow if you want Lavelle to get that Christian McCaffrey.
I was like about to end the video. I was like, damn, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck I do?
Got to shout us out. We got to make sure these guys are following. So, I mean, he's built different. They're all built different. Brock Purdy's still playing out of his mind. George Kittle is incredible. Nick Bosa, out of this world. Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, Trent Williams, my favorite guy, my favorite left tackle. Like, what the hell can't they do? Fred Warner on defense. I mean, it's just stupid how great they are right now.
Can you find a weakness? Like if you were another team trying to beat them, can you find a weakness in their arsenal? I don't know who the weakest link is. Like I can't think of
because I was gonna think if a quarterback's really young, the one thing you'd want to do is blitz the hell out of them. But Brock Purdy's beating blitzes. And then if you don't blitz him, he's going to beat you more. Like it's so wild how great.
Yeah, I like looking at him. I got to look at you make me want to look at more of the 49ers. You make me want to look more of you want to make me look more at the Rams more now. So I got to pay attention to
them. They're division rivals, but like San Fran, I mean, Brock Purdy is that dude right now. And I think again, if they stay healthy, mark my words, they're winning the Super Bowl.
Mr. Irrelevant, right? That's Mr.
Last year,
right? Last pick.
Say again?
Yeah, Mr. Irrelevant, right?
Yeah. And last year, I mean, they were down to their 4th-string quarterback. I think, honestly, that was probably the reason they didn't beat the Eagles. This year, if they stay healthy, they are beating the Eagles. That's on law.
Gotta look at more of the Eagles, too.
Yeah, I mean, the Eagles are strong, man. They're a strong team, but they they're not as good as we think. They're great. They're great, but San Francisco is just they're on another level. Like it is sick to
Yeah,
see.
they're more complete. I like
Yeah.
if anything, I ain't gonna lie, I like love their defense. I don't know. I'm a defensive guy anyway. I like looking at their defense, but I like looking at Christian McCaffrey play. I said pray
Yeah.
because I'm
Pray.
Asian.
And
Play.
he's Christian.
Yeah, I meant to say play, and he's Christian. I know, right? I just thought about that. But yeah, I like looking at him play, bro. Like he just makes it look. He makes it look like he wasn't with the Panthers at all. Like it's crazy how broke some. He only been there for like how long was he with the Panthers? I want to say 2 years, probably. Broke some records.
Yeah. This is I think it's the second year, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So he broke some records with the Panthers. Went to the 49ers.
Broke some records there.
Nigga has a whole different career with the 49ers. He's doing great. Like it's like his career with the Panthers is non-existent because he's doing so great with the 49ers.
Yeah.
And yeah, NFC, AFC, I got the 49ers going far. I can't really think of besides the Eagles. Can't really think of nobody else.
Yeah.
Probably the Rams.
Ooh, I don't know. I think Lions over Rams. That would be my pick. I'd pick Lions over Rams to get further.
I didn't want to say anything about the Lions because we're playing the Lions, so I had to throw them shade. That's why I was trying not to.
Yeah, I don't want to get into them now because I know we got to wrap this up here. But Lions are really good, and I think they're gonna stay strong regardless who is in at any position. They're just well coached, and I went through a brick wall for the dude.
Yeah. Oh shit. Our last game that we have to go over. I didn't really write nothing for this damn. Is the Seahawks versus Giants. I predicted the Seahawks win 35-14. They won 24-3. For real, like, the Seahawks played great defense.
They did.
They only gave up 3 points. Devin Witherspoon, pick 6 on the 5-yard line? Well, 3-yard line. It was a 97-yard touchdown, so I guess it's a 3-yard line. No, it was the 5-yard line because it's 102 yards. Yeah, 5-yard line. My bad. And they did a great job of applying pressure to the Giants. Bobby Wagner, Jordan Brooks, and I think it's Nwasu. They both, all 3 of them recorded 2 sacks.
Jesus. Guess how many tackles? I think didn't Bobby Wagner have 17 tackles?
Yeah, I was about to say that next. Bobby Wagner, he did a U on that game, bro. Yeah, bro.
That's like me against Rockville. That was fun.
Yeah, he did a U, bro.
That was the most fun I've ever had playing football.
But you know what's crazy though? Even though the Seahawks played a hell of a defensive game, bro, they still gave up 203 yards. Shitty Daniel Jones got 203. What the fuck is that? Daniel Jones got 203 yards, 27-34, 2 interceptions. And also Daniel Jones also got 66 yards rushing. So he was a running back too. Yeah, like when I looked at the game, I was looking at the stats. When you look at the game, bro. The fucking Seahawks, bro. It looked like all they did was engage 8 every single play, bro. Like Daniel Jones didn't have no time to do anything, bro.
He had no time.
Kind of sad.
Getting sacked. Look, I hope he has insurance because, goddamn, that was rough. It was tough to watch.
Like the way he was looking at him play, he looked like a. See, I ain't gonna say he looked like a worse Eli Manning, but like he looked like a shitty Eli Manning. No, because Eli Manning, like now looking back, Eli Manning wasn't that bad. Because when you think about it, the nigga beat Tom Brady twice. Literally, I don't. Yeah, there's nobody else that can say that.
Mm-hmm.
Not for the Super Bowl when it comes to Super Bowl,
right?
But yeah, but Geno Smith. Well, I always say it every week. I feel like every week he be cooking, but he only threw for 110 yards. But it doesn't matter. Win's a win, so it doesn't matter. But like he threw 110 yards, 13 for 20, 1 touchdown, and like he didn't play too bad. Like it doesn't, as you can see, the yards don't really matter, bro. Like the yards really don't matter. It's all about what you do as a whole. in defense. I mean, well, as a whole, as a team, and like, yeah, they worked as a team that game, bro. I've never seen no shit like that, bro.
Yeah.
Um,
It's,
that's crazy, bro.
it was wild, and shout out to the Seahawks because they're playing great defense. And now I would say that there was another team out there in the league that I know was just, I mean, gosh damn, they were known for their defense. And that would be the Steelers. But I don't know. I don't know what's happening to them. I don't know. I mean,
who
they
they
played
play?
the Texans. They played the Texans. I had Texans winning. Which, I'm like, yeah, because I thought the Texans were gonna win. I saw the Steelers, and I think as long as they're calling the offense that they're calling, I don't see them getting victories. So I predicted the score to be 21-14. I thought it was gonna be really close. It's gonna be a low scoring one. The final score was 30-6. 30.
Wait, who won?
The Texans.
Shut the fuck up, bro. No.
And look, looking at the game, I was at a bar out in PA with a friend of mine, and I was watching the games. It was on one of the TVs, and I was yelling at the TV. I'm not even a Steelers fan, but I'm a football fan, and it was the play calling, it was the misuse of the running back, Najee Harris. He's an absolute dog. I mean, Kenny Pickett looked I don't know, looked timid out there. It was awful. And here's one play that sums it up, right? I'm gonna say the situation, and I want you to tell me what type of play you're gonna run. It doesn't have to be the actual play, but in your mind, like, what would be the scheme that you run for this play? Mind you, Najee Harris, big, is like 6'2", 220, strong, athletic running back, right? 4th and 1. Ball is like on the 50, maybe on their 45. You're on offense as a coordinator, as an offensive coordinator. You put on your Matt Canada shoes. What would you call in that? You don't even need to be a play. Just tell me the formation.
I want to say I formation.
Thank the fuck you, because that is not what he did. He did shotgun. He was in shotgun with Najee Harris lined up to the right of him. He said, so already you were purposefully losing you're 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. You only need to get a yard. My guy, you can jump over and get it. Instead, it is 4th and 1. You're 4 yards back already because you're in shotgun with Najee beside you, and they decide to throw the ball on 4th and 1. Not even a screen. Kenny Pickett's looking deep on 4th and 1. And guess what happened? Kenny Pickett gets sacked and he gets injured. So when I saw that, I literally kicked the table in anger. Even though I'm not a Steelers fan, I'm a football fan, and I just can't watch bad coaching. That's terrible. I don't know what happened to the days of just lining up, mano-a-mano, I formation. If they stop me, I can live with it, because you know what? I said it's man on man. It's big on big. It is 4th down. It is for all the marbles. I get my best behind me. You got your best in front of me. Let's go at it.
And see, like, the thing is, right? And the thing is, like, okay, so the only reason why I would think you would want to be in a shotgun is if you want to spread the defense out and run up the middle, right?
Sure.
But you're gonna look for the deep ball. 4th and 1. That's crazy, bro. But he didn't even. He's kind of quick, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't want to run at all. He didn't want to run.
He's okay with speed, but like the rush just came too fast. Like, and that's how it was the whole game. So I'm wondering, like, their defense is going to call blitz because they're expecting a run or a draw or a quick pass. They're going to try to get there. But he's looking
at Mike Tomlin, bro.
Well, it's Matt Canada. He's the offensive coordinator that people are trying to cut his head off, because I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I'm still blaming Mike Tomlin, though, man. No.
Yeah, and look, this past week, Mike Tomlin said
he needs to get on that, man.
He said there's going to be big changes coming. I haven't seen it yet. So we'll see, man. And I feel sorry for any of the Steelers fans. I really do,
And bro,
because
ain't that crazy?
you
Well,
have
how did they? Wait, hold on. You said they played the Texans. Hold on. How many yards? Because I'm gonna point out something. How many yards did C.J. Stroud get?
I mean, it was well over 200. He had a few touchdowns.
Bro,
I mean,
ain't that?
he played him in play. He played incredible. He is, out of all the rookie quarterbacks right now, he's the most polished one. I would say he's a leader. He's already got the C on his chest as the captain. He Texans got a guy, man. They got a franchise guy.
What about? Oh my
It's
God,
incredible.
stupid ass
Good for
Bryce
them.
Young. God damn. No, but okay. So what I was gonna say is like ain't it crazy that like this is the same? This is okay. So this is the same. I'm not gonna. I don't know if it's the same personnel. It probably isn't. Fuck no, it's not. Okay, but this is the same Steelers. This is the same team that the NFL changed its rules because of. You know that, right? This is the same team. Like I think it was what 2015, 2016.
Mhm.
After that, that's when the rules changed about hitting players. You got to hit them safe. You can't hit them head to head. It
Oh, is it
started.
because of the Antonio Brown hit? Was
Yeah,
that no?
that
It was
too, but just okay, that too, but just that year in particular, they were literally. I don't know. I might sing like a highlight of just that one year, bro. They
yeah.
were on some killing shit that year, bro. They were hitting the shit out of people for no. Okay, you remember the Sean Taylor hit with the punter? They were doing hits on people like that every single week,
Ooh.
bro. Yeah, like yeah, it was that year. It was probably that same year with
They were
Antonio Brown.
just sniping dudes.
Yeah,
And
they were
I
doing
don't
Sean Taylor punter hits,
just
bro.
I don't see it right now with them. I don't like. They lost their identity. That's what happens.
That's
They're
crazy,
not.
bro. Because like,
They're too pretty now. They're a pretty team.
so they're not.
No, you're in a division where all the other teams are just they're dirty dogs, right?
I'm about to
Ravens
say, I was like, you got the
dogs,
Ravens, they're dogs. The
Browns are
Browns
dirty
is dogs. The
dogs, right?
Bengals is dogs.
Ravens are dogs. Like, and here
And it's
you are,
crazy. I
just trying
didn't
to find
expect
yourself.
that from. I swear to God, I think this is my. I did not expect the Browns and the Bengals to be like some type of competition. Like when you think about it, when you look at that division, you only
Yeah,
think about the Steelers and the Ravens. I've never
yeah.
thought about the Browns ever in my
Now the
life, bro.
Browns and I mean, Bengals were all. I mean, I remember in the past
Bengals
with
overall, they always been like a 500 team, so they
yeah,
always been okay.
yep,
I never
yeah.
expect them to be like even when they bought Macaulay Culkin in, I didn't think they were gonna be this. He didn't like Macaulay Culkin, yeah, but I didn't
Yeah,
think they
I
were
mean
gonna.
he's playing out of his. He was playing out of his mind. I really
He's
think
playing
it's the
stupid
injury
now,
right
but
now.
I think it's because of the
Yeah,
injury thing, the mental
yeah,
thing.
I think so.
Like,
I think so. He's
like
just not.
say like if you break your ankle or something, you're a running back,
Mhm.
you break your ankle, sprain your ankle. The next game, you're gonna be pretty cautious. You're not gonna do those sharp turns like you always do. So
Yeah,
it's
look,
a
I mean
mental thing.
my left knee got fractured during COVID. I still worry about squatting. I still worry about cutting
Same,
off of that
bro.
leg. Yeah, so it's definitely a mental thing, right? So
Yeah, it really is,
it's
bro.
tough. Yeah, I do have. There's one more game I got here. Do you have any more games left?
No, hold on, let me, because I like threw my notebook. Hold on, let me see.
Nice.
I didn't throw it. Hold on, let me see.
Okay.
Talk about the
But
bug.
as you were searching, I will search for an answer for the Patriots because I don't have one right now. I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
what
the
they do.
Patriots game. Who?
I have no idea. They played the Cowboys. And look, I said the Cowboys.
Bro.
My
Oh my God,
predicted
we're gonna hear about it
my
all week.
predicted score 28-24. I thought it was going to be close. You know,
2024
Bill
Patriots.
Belichick. Yeah, no, 28-24 Cowboys. Because here's why. Here's my explanation. I don't believe in their offense, right? But it's a Bill Belichick. You know, he's a defensive minded coach. I'm thinking his boys are going to come to play. They're going to slow. They're going to come up with some crazy scheme to stop Dak Prescott. My God, 38-3 Cowboys.
What?
38-3 Cowboys.
I gotta pay attention, bro. I hate
It
the Cowboys with
was.
all my heart.
I
Always.
mean, it was tough to watch. It was very tough to watch. Number one, Cowboys they bounced back. You know, last week they played Arizona and it was embarrassing. But they bounced back. Mac Jones, I don't know
Yeah,
what's
that
going on.
might be what it is. Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot about that.
I don't know what's happening with Mac Jones. I don't know what's happening. You know, Bailey Zappi's a backup, but
He was good
Mac
last year,
he was. They were both somewhat decent. But
but
this year, they just can't. Again, it's the identity stuff, right? They don't know who they are. They don't know what they want to
you
be on
gotta think
offense.
about it, bro. They don't got. Well, they already didn't have Tom Brady, but yeah, they
Yeah,
still lost their identity though.
They did. They did. I mean, with Tom Brady, it's like they're calling the same plays they would with Tom Brady. But
Oh,
your offensive strength right now is not your quarterback, man. It's
ain't
just
that crazy?
you.
Well,
Yeah,
who's the strength of their offense right now?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, there's no. I mean, they have
I
Zeke
gotta look
back
that.
there. They got
You want to
they
look at some of these games that
I
you
don't like they don't they just I think they're relying on the coaching prowess of Bill Belichick. He's a legend. So it doesn't matter. You remember when Tom Brady was playing there? Could have brought somebody up
yeah.
from Giant and then line him up as a receiver. We have 1,000 yards that year. It was just that easy for them.
I mean, yeah,
But
mainly because of Tom Brady. You know, he sees an
it
opening, he's
has
got
to
it.
be, bro, because Tom went to Tampa, won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's just Tom Brady. It's not like yeah, because I used to think that okay, if I'm a quarterback and if I go to the Patriots, I'm gonna be great. Yeah, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
great. It's not how it is, bro. Because like Tom Brady, well, he can't prove it now. I hope he never comes back into the league, but he can go to any team and just be great. If
There are a
anything,
few
he can compare
guys
to
out there
LeBron
who,
James, I guess. If you want to talk about
yeah,
basketball,
right, and the thing with even LeBron James is they have autonomy, right? They can basically be quasi general managers. They can be their own offensive coordinators. Like Aaron Rodgers, you
oh
better believe
yeah,
he
they
was
can.
out
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
I
quarterbacks.
know he was calling
They get
plays.
perks.
Yeah,
Yeah, they can like if
it
you're a
was the Tom
quarterback.
Brady offense.
Yeah, like if you're a quarterback, especially if like when he was with the Buccaneers, if he's
Yeah,
Tom Brady and if you're going into the Buccaneers, he's asking for everything. He's like, yo, I want give me Gronkowski, I want Wes Welker, I want all this, I
absolutely,
want that, I want all
absolutely,
this.
100%,
So
100%.
yeah, it is the same thing. You're right.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think I don't think Mac Jones will just be like, hey, I want yeah, let me get this and that, yeah.
He is not calling shots right now because let me tell you, if it does not shape up right now, number one, and I never thought I'd say this in my lifetime
Yeah.
because I don't think it would have been appropriate, but
Mhm.
is Bill Belichick on the hot seat?
Oh God, I never thought about
Comment
that.
below, guys. Comment. That's a hot question,
Oh my
especially if you're a
goodness.
Patriots fan. Is Bill Belichick on the hot seat?
Is he on
Wow.
the hot seat? Mmm. Oof. No. Give him more time. I think you got to give him more time. No, maybe I got to look at I got to look at the game maybe to see what you're talking about. I don't give him some more time. Shit,
And look,
Bill Belichick, man.
I don't think it's a coaching thing. It's an execution thing. It's
Probably.
it has to be because Bill Belichick knows what
Bill
he's
Belichick is a damn genius on when it comes
he
to
is. He
the
knows what he's
chalkboard,
doing.
X and O's. He knows
Yes.
what he's talking about. I don't
Come
think it's
on.
Belichick's fault. If anything, I mean, I guess if you're trying to get rid of something, if you're trying to, make something better, you got to get rid of the head first. I think you need to get rid of like all the offensive coordinators. They need to start all over, start
And
all over.
he just brought back one of his favorite ones, Bill O'Brien, to run the offense instead of Matt Patricia, who was a defensive guy. Don't know why they did that last year.
So you're gonna have a defensive coordinator be the offensive guy? That's so stupid. I mean,
Again, I
I'm
don't
assuming
know
he's
what he
trying to
was
be
doing.
versatile or something.
No, no.
No,
It's
I'm trying
like
to think of something.
it's like bringing Tim Tebow back and having him play tight end for the Jaguars. Don't no
Stupid. So
stop it now.
dumb. I was so dumb. I couldn't believe.
It's
I
the
was so
dumbest
mad
thing.
when he. I ain't gonna lie. Like when I heard he was coming back, I was happy. I like Tim Tebow. But then
I
when I
do
heard he was
too,
coming back for
but
tight
like
end, I was like, why the
he's
fuck are you
taking
coming back
somebody
for tight end?
else's spot who can clearly play better than
That's
him
what I was
because
saying. I
somebody
was
played
like,
tight end forever.
okay, you've never played tight end before. You played quarterback your whole life. So you're gonna come back, your return back into the NFL as a position you've never done before. What if there's a tight end nigga that's been practicing tight end for the past 27 years or something, and then he's gonna take his spot, all that
Now all of
publicity
a
and
sudden
shit.
he's back up to Tim
Yeah,
Tebow.
like all that
You know what?
publicity and shit, and
I'll
like
say
he's
trade me today. Trade me right
that's
now.
what I'm saying. I was like, yo, trade me now.
It's this you're playing favorites. That's all. That's all.
Trade me
And
now.
look,
I'm
we
good over
played
that.
favorites tonight. We had some favorite games that we went over, guys. Again, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. The next time you have a recap or prediction on JNL Football Talks, this will be the place to be, man. So,
Mm-hmm.
want to thank you guys for joining us. again, those questions, type them down in the comment section. Type down if you believe this Bill Belichick is on the hot seat. Let us know who had the best week 4 that you saw, and let us
And who
know
do you
the
think?
worst.
And with all the injuries coming up in the season, during these games, who do you think is going to overcome the injuries, and what will be the outcome of their season because of these injuries?
Yeah, it's a good question. I would love to see Aaron Rodgers come back week 17, but we'll see.
Oh my God.
What a teaser, right? Just dropping that there for you. All right, guys. Week 4 recap is over. Week 5 prediction is coming up, so stay tuned. Be around your computer once we pop up that video, man. It's going to be amazing. Week 5 is
While I'm doing
incredible.
that.
We can't wait to dive into it. Take care, guys.